Okay, the Ghanaian Times this morning lists sustained stability. That's according to the Vice President, obviously speaking about the city and its performance. Now trading relatively in a stable condition, a reason for which she wants more fiscal stability going forward. President Mahama wife visits family of Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, and there's a pledge from the president that this will be a state-led funeral for the former First Lady. So whatever the date, the family will decide. Of course, the subsequent or ensuing plan will be that this funeral will be a state-led process. Ghana will forever remain part of me. The Lebanese ambassador is leaving town. He happens to be the dean of the diplomatic corps. So we say the best wishes going out to you. 3.4 billion Ghana cedis injection strengthens the national health insurance scheme. That's according to the chief of staff, as he indicates that government will do more to support the scheme. Some of the stories you'd find when you grab a copy of the Ghanaian Times.
Well, the Daily Guide newspaper, Paul Afoko declares bid for NPP national chairman position. The other stories here, Gay Bill died with the 8th Parliament, and that's according to the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin. If they had not finished, why were they trying to transmit it to the president then? Okay, we can look into it. Buried Daddy Lumba as scheduled. That's according to court. The case was in court yesterday. The first wife, I think, should be accorded the privilege of mourning and burying the late former husband. Now, state burial for Nana Konadu. That's according to President John Mahama.
Is he a former husband?
Is he not?
Or a late husband?
Late former.
Did they get divorced?
I don't know the basis for the court's decision, though.
Okay.
But I think that in the spirit of unity, there shouldn't be. We shouldn't have this conflict at the back of Daddy Lumba's death. He's such a great man that doesn't deserve this.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. It's a pity that he didn't do the right things. I mean, that is a pity.
Yeah.
That's what's causing all of this.
Exactly. Yeah. Paul Adom Ochri sues OSP over asset declaration order. And on the 14th page, that's where they capture sports. FIFA opens early ticket draw for 2026 World Cup. Aaron Ramsey ups reward for missing dog to 20k. Apparently, his dog has gone missing, and anyone who can find that dog, $20,000 will be yours. Kurt Okreku leads delegation to console Rawlings family over Nana Konadu passing. Moyes hails Kudus for brilliant start at Tottenham. These and more in the Daily Guide newspaper.
The Finder, NDPC raises concerns over concentration of investment in Accra. Nimoy Thompson has been speaking a bit more to that. Frequent damaged currency replacement cost falls on taxpayers. That's according to an analyst, because we've been having this discussion in the last few days in the lead up to the cedi at 60 celebration. Officials at the Bank of Ghana raising concerns about how the notes are not handled properly by Ghanaians. So we say it to you this morning, and each and every morning we'll try and do that to remind you that when you have the cedi notes, please keep them well. Bond market turnover drops by some 37%, and respect cedi to make economy strong and resilient. That's according to the finance minister who's been speaking at the cedi at 60 celebration.
The News Center. Akufo-Addo calls for rethink of Africa's governance and partnerships. Comes with a photo of the former president. Farm work failure, not structural collapse. That's according to DevTraco. Government bans parallel biometrics. MDAs ordered to integrate with NHIS system within 6 months. Samira Bawumia begins campaign from Central Region. That's for the husband, right?
Yes.
GoldBod's jewelry signs Bola Ray Joselyn Dumas. They will be the brand ambassadors.
I was saying earlier that I would like to be the brand ambassador for Bank of Ghana.
What will you be doing? Oh, well, yeah, the bank actually raised concern about how people handle the cedi.
Yeah.
Yet you can be educating people on how to handle it. Yeah.
Yes.
So
you see, we're all helping our nation. While Bola Ray and Joselyn Dumas are selling the jewelry, me too, I'm promoting the cedi, and then you two, what will you do?
No, but
you sell crude oil.
I like the
GNPC?
cedi. No, I like the cedi.
You also like the cedi?
No, because that's a genuine concern from the Bank of Ghana. Actually.
Yes.
Because
the same way that selling jewelry is a genuine concern for GoldBod.
It shall be well.
Yeah, but the choice of these two individuals is raising a lot of questions, isn't it? What's informing that? Why only two? Why not more? Why not less? I guess that's why many are, wondering.
What was the problem with that?
No, I mean, to be fair,
it was going to be one number or the other.
Yeah, but,
so
GoldBod,
they decided on
GoldBod
two.
for me GoldBod ought to explain to us. I mean, what the strategic reasoning behind this is, because you're appointing brand ambassadors for almost a near monopolized system, right? Because you're controlling almost 40% of the Ghanaian market. You're targeted at exports.
They don't control all sale of jewelry.
Yeah, precisely. I know. But
and
that's
these
why I'm
people
saying.
are coming to sell jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not about the gold itself.
Yeah.
It's the jewelry.
Okay.
You remember
PMMC?
PMMC used to be,
Yeah, they used to do that.
They used to do that, and now the GoldBod is supposed to do that.
I think all that Blizzard is asking for is transparency, because almost all of us want to be the brand ambassador. We want to know the criteria. How did they select these two individuals?
That's what it is.
That's it.
We all want the job.
Okay. So other stories in the
Anyway, good morning to Dr. Isiama Johnson, Isiama, Bank of Ghana. Please. How many more hints should we drop?
Other stories here. Valco modernization to cost $2.3 billion. That's according to Kofi Bua. Victory Bible Church partners ANMA to fix Awoshi Road. That's a good one. If you have the church supporting such ventures, I'm sure our country will improve very quickly, because we have a church almost at every corner of our country. Former Transport Minister Kweku Fere-Siama loses father. Oh,
that's a sad one.
Sad one. Yep. Condolences to you.
Okay. I have the Ghanaian Point here also speaking about President Mahama's visit to the late Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings' residence. The announcement, as I indicated earlier, is that there will be a state funeral. So we await that. But the concern of the Finance Ministry this morning is that we ought to stop pricing goods in US dollars. That's the call from the Finance Minister, Dr. Kasila Tuforson, who says that, look, let's hold dear our cedi, because that will also bring some level of stability. Paul Adomotri is taking on the OSP. In fact, is clarified in a statement that, look, I'm not refusing to give you a declaration on my assets, right? I've filled your form. So if you want any further information, he says he's available. But let's see. The OSP says Paul is also striking some other processes in court. So we await the outcome. Court revokes arrest warrant for Chairman Wontumi after that dramatic turn in proceedings. Apparently, we understand he was in court, waiting for one or two reasons. It's quite strange, though.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Yeah, he was almost arrested because he failed to show up in court, and that's because the judge couldn't see him. But according to the lawyers, this was a case management meeting, and they were not sure at the time that there was indeed going to be proceedings, because they had not been served with some few processes from the AG's department, and so they were under the impression that, look, it wasn't going to be a business day, right? Only to realize that court proceedings were happening, and that's how come he failed to show up. That's according to his lawyers. But as for the judge, I suspect he's a no-nonsense judge. So he says, look, if you don't show up, I'll show you shaky. And so Chairman Wontumi had to appear in court. High Court clears path for Daddy Lumba's funeral, dismisses wife's injunction application. Find out details of that, page 10 of the Ghanaian Point this morning.
The Ghanaian publisher Afenyo Markin says Ayine undermining justice. Excuse me. Well, Akufo-Addo rallies Africa to ditch aid. That's on page 2 of the paper.
Still,
yes, we have we have Bola Ray Joselyn Dumas.
8 years of not ditching aid. He's, as ex-president, he's now rallying Africa to ditch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bola Ray Joselyn Dumas front GoldBod's jewelry. That story is captured here as well. Samira storms Central to campaign for the husband who's seeking the NPP's flag bearership. And Def Traco has been explaining the building collapse that we heard about yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, and they are saying they have assured that they've assured the public that the recent incident at its Roman Ridge construction site was not a structural collapse but a temporary framework failure that did not compromise the building's structural integrity. They had issued a statement following the incident yesterday. We had the
framework failure.
Yes. So we had the fire service trying to, save the situation. We understand no one was trapped and there were no injuries. That's what we are thankful for.
Okay, time now to go online. Let's check out myjoyonline.com now. A shocking story of how ECG is blowing 189 million Ghana cedis beyond budget without approval, and the Public Accounts Committee is fuming at that, raising concerns as to why there's this continuous financial indiscipline that we find at the Electricity Company of Ghana. Anti-LGBT bill will have to be reintroduced. That's according to the Speaker, who's now provided guidance on what the way forward ought to be. Mahama attends Paris Peace Forum. Such a touching picture already of the president arriving at the airport and being welcomed, I believe, by a Ghanaian child, right? So, yeah, good news there. OSP is now inviting the DVLA boss, Nikwe, over alleged 4 million bribe claims. And in fact,
what
I recall,
happened there?
Well, I'm just wondering, but I recall having an interview with him some time ago. And look, he says the president has done him so much good that he wonders why anyone will attempt to bribe him and he would give in. So let's wait. It will be an interesting time. Yeah, obviously, he disclosed that in that.
So he has said that someone tried
and
to
bribe.
bribe
Just one, people do try because there's lots of interest at the DVLA. A reason for which many are raising concerns about what's been happening there. But this whole driving system, there's so much cash there, so there'll be lots of business interest.
Yes, well. But you see, I have some issue with the rollout of this one number plate to one person. I'm opposed to that. Okay, but if for genuine reasons you're opposed to aspects of what he's introducing, well, go to court.
I don't
petition
understand.
The president.
What is the one number plate to one
Well,
person?
the one number plate system is such that if you have a vehicle, you have obtained a number from the DVLA and you happen to sell the vehicle to another person, then you'd have to remove that number plate. That person will have to find another number plate in his or her own name and put it there. But the point about ownership transfer is all about that. My name leaves the number plate that I've owned for whatever period and goes into the name of the new owner. That's it. That I am opposed to it. I think it amounts to nothing. It's only to identify the owner in case there's a crime committed with the vehicle, and I think that they should ditch that. Okay, if I feel so strongly about that and I want to challenge, I can petition the president, I can petition the transport ministry or somewhere, but it's not to bribe.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, but people will always try that because they want the easiest way out.
Well, I'm confused though.
Yeah,
so they were bribing him to do what? To drop the policy?
Yeah, that according to the allegation and from what the OSP has captured, that's what it is. So they want to probe further and try to understand who will be behind.
Does that sound right? Like somebody will bribe him to drop a policy. I mean, how much does this person stand to lose from this policy?
Yeah. So we need to find out
who loses money as a result of this policy.
So I'm sure after the OSP's probe, we'll find out who is involved and.
Okay. Now to City Newsroom. Lots of stories here. This one appears to be quite frightening, but there's an assurance from the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority that no flight disruptions will happen despite the air traffic workers' strike. There's a threat from the group that they may have to lay down their tools. But of course, there's the assurance that look, all flights could easily come in again. But I hope that government will just deal with the concerns these groups have. And there's also the civil aviation, the OSP. The OSP story is also featuring here
right.
on City News.
Guys,